bring out the best. The best warrior is not warlike. The best fighter is not frenzied. The best conqueror is not quarrelsome. The best ruler is not unruly. Bring out the best in yourself, and you will bring out the best in others. This is following the Tao. Since ancient days, it is the way of virtue. That is chapter 68 of the Tao Te Ching. And in this chapter, we're given a very clear place to start if we seek to bring out the best, if we would like to define and bring into reality a better future for ourselves or for others, or simply a better future generally. Bring out the best in yourself, and you will bring out the best in others. And simply from a baseline logical perspective, this makes sense. We have the ability to control our own behaviors. We have the ability to regulate our own emotions. We have the ability to think critically as individuals. And by doing so, those around us are able to learn from us as we are able to learn from them. There's a number of different ways that this has been expressed, but the idea that you are the amalgam of the 5 people who you spend the most time with, whether that's your children, your parents, your spouse, or also in a work context. This is obviously an inexact science, but it is a concept that speaks to the social narrative, the collection that we do in our individual lives when we interact with others and when others interact with us. What's particularly interesting about this is this text, which is thousands of years old, is already referencing ancient days, saying that this is something that has been part of human nature, to bring out good things, to bring out virtuous behaviors, to bring out virtue itself. What this does require is identifying what is the best in yourself. Because of the way that we interact, it's often easy to analyze and understand the best in other people because it is in relation to a base point that is ourselves. We can compare and contrast. This is part of the critical thinking skill that says, as someone does this, it's better off for me. It results in a better part of my life. It's one of the reasons oftentimes when we think about governance that we have a baseline to compare good governance and bad governance, because we have the ability to recognize the direct impact of a policy or a personality or a series of happenings on ourselves. The impact is much more clear. When we look at the best in ourselves, however, and we try to remove that from the bubble of others, the broader social context, we're left with something a little bit different. We're left with a different kind of exploration, a different kind of examination, because we're not necessarily comparing ourselves to others. We're not even necessarily comparing ourselves to our past selves or to what we could be in the future. This simply says, bring out the best in yourself, which is a moving target. What does it mean to be the best version of you? What does it mean to bring out the best in yourself? This chapter gives us some indication that the answer is likely not going to emerge in 5 minutes or 5 seconds. It's certainly not something that's going to be apparent. In fact, it might even be turning logic up on its head. It's going to require deeper investigation. It's going to involve spending time alone. The best warrior is not warlike. The best fighter is not frenzied. The best conqueror is not quarrelsome. The best ruler is not unruly. What does this mean for bringing out the best in yourself? What roles do you take on to be the best you? Optimistically, that will bring out the best in those you surround yourself with.